Hey, Mindful Master. It's been a while. Thank you again for joining me in this safe space as we become more mindful together. I pray that you use your January and your February as we intended. Total reset for mind, body, and spirit. March, we're getting into a very interesting topic. Cultivating healthy relationships. And when we speak of relationships, we're not just speaking of relationships with others, but also a relationship with yourself. Question is, what is a healthy relationship? If you know all the videos prior to this, sometimes I like to break things down into simpler forms, right? So let's start with the word healthy. Healthy, as defined by Webster, is a state of mental, physical, and social well-being. For me, I like to add spiritual because that's really important. Relationships are how two things connect or flow with one another. So I would define healthy relationships as two things coming together in a natural flow where there's a state of well-being, mental, spiritual, some social evolution, and a deep spiritual connection if you're really, really lucky. Now, we all know everybody's not going to connect with us on a spiritual level that we may like. It's important that we honor those in their own journey, but also honor ourselves. So we're going to talk about how we can begin to cultivate these relationships with one another so that we find ourselves in more healthy, more supportive, more free-flowing relationships. So in this particular video, I'm going to start with a foundation. We're talking about healthy relationships. So my question to you is, how do you care for yourself? We all know that you cannot give what you do not have. How can you care for someone, right? How can you create a healthy environment for someone else, a loving relationship with someone else, if you don't indeed have that same relationship, that same environment, create that same space for you? So I'd like for you to take some time today to ask yourself, how, when do I feel my healthiest? How can I feel my healthiest? When do I feel my healthiest? What are the things that support me? What are the things that make me feel great? What are the things that make me feel like pushing through? What are the things that challenge me that maybe I don't like, but they entice a sense of growth? What are those things? We're gonna use those later, in a later video, when we begin to talk about identifying our values and how we can cultivate relationships that support them. I pray that you find this video as useful and impactful as all the videos we've been through in 2021. 2022, we're digging in a little bit deeper, and I'm very, very honored to be here with you and excited to continue to grow more mindfully together. Remember, healthy relationships are defined by you. How do you care for yourself, love for yourself? Do you create a healthy environment for yourself? That's the first question. Take some time tonight and write it out. I love you, and I will see you soon.